Thought about coming over here and sitting down because I was feeling a little tired. Sorry, not sorry. G'day everyone, I'm on Cox's River. Just off the edge of Cox's River Road, a Gangbanang Road. It's pretty nice down here. You can see that it's been pretty flooded lately. But it's all gone down again now. I thought I'd give this a try on my day off. Still moving on a bit further up. Or down, I suppose, downstream. Always interesting what I find out here when I'm traipsing through the wilderness. Like, what the hell is this thing? Is that a bedhead or something? A really old bedhead? Look at it. What the hell is this thing? Maybe part of an old lounge or something? Yeah, I think it might be an old lounge. Weird. Okay, moving on. Interested to know how it got down here though. We're a fair way down from the road, so unless it had a really massive onslaught of water, maybe it washed down. It's unlikely, but who knows. So you can see I'm actually nowhere near the water. I'm right over here. And I'm going to go down here and then go back up a little bit and see if I can get in here and cast backwards. Cast back upstream. Actually, maybe I'll go further down first and then come back. I haven't been this far down this river before from this spot. Certainly is a very lovely area though. The water's pretty clear too. And even though it's not very, very warm today, it's not that cold either, so I'm keeping an eye out for snakes too. Still warm enough for snakes to come out. It's just cold enough that they'd want to come out for a bit of sunlight. There's a very open section of water here, so I'm just going to turn around, go a bit closer to the water over here. That might be a good spot right there, I think, where I can maybe sneak up on a couple, but I won't approach it from the side. I'll come over and I'll try to come back up a little bit behind anything that might be in the water. It's where the trout have their eyes on the sides of their head. It allows for a much greater range of vision. Good old evolution. If I go back over there, but my shadow's going to be on the water, but let's go. Oh, look at this, there's a chair or something. That's been carried down by floodwater, look at that. I think it's a chair. I'll get a bit closer and have a look in a sec. But first thing I want to do is go down along here and across and see if I can cast that way down. Get out there a little bit, and I lost my little pinky lure that I had before, so I'm trying a little striped tiger banana shock flavour, or sorry, colour. I don't think it's a flavour, although I don't mind a good banana flavour. Banana milkshakes, thick shakes. Now I'm getting hungry. Quick shout out everyone to Gaming with Gas, one of my mates' YouTube channels. Mainly does game walkthroughs and things, a lot of fun to watch. But he also does the occasional reaction video where he watches people do stupid things and gives you his thoughts. So if you like watching Gogglebox and things like that, check it out. There is a link to it on my channel under the channels section. And don't forget, if you do like what I'm doing, please like and subscribe. Maybe even share it, tell your friends. That was a bit of a snuffle. He's fishing pretty nice. He's swimming real good with that little tail. If I can get him up in the shadows up here. Yeah, a bit like that. That's better. When I got out of the car, I was a bit cold, so I put my jacket on. I kind of regret doing that now. It's quite warm after walking down here and standing in the sun like I am. I am standing with the sun behind me, so yes, my shadow's on the water, but there's also no sunlight hitting me from the front, reflecting anything off my camera, my rod, my reel, my sunglasses, anything else. If anybody has any ideas of where they'd like me to go, let me know in the comments. I do check the comments every so often to see what's going on there. Under the tree. Pretty better than over the tree. I'm not expecting to pull any fish out of this sunlit up area, but I am trying to get up into that shade a bit more. You don't usually get trout in amongst the sun unless you get your lure down quite deep. They might be down in the cold, cooler section, but at the bottom. I hope everybody liked the video I did the other day with my daughters in it. I'll try to do a few more of those. They seem to enjoy it as well. Maybe I might even be able to get them to fall in once or twice for you. I might give this spot one more quick little go, and then I might just move up a tiny bit. So you can see I'm trying to cast that into all that shadow out there in the hope that something's out there. And when I pull it back, I'm going to try to let it sink down a bit lower. Just have to be careful, there's just snags right here I don't want to get caught on if I can avoid it. Might be able to lead my line back through this little gap here. There we go. Hey little buddy, welcome home. Alright, well guys, I might move a little bit and I'll come back to you in a minute. Okay, you guys probably can't see that, but that was a platypus. It was right there. And I'm thinking maybe that fish I thought I saw before, maybe that was actually a platypus. So I just have to be careful where I flick my line now. I really don't want to hurt one of Australia's most iconic creatures. If it comes back up, I'll try and get a photo with my phone and slot that into this video. But I just saw him, he was just sitting there, just surfing on those little waves coming down. And I think he might have just seen me at the last moment and slipped away. So I'll just be a bit careful and make sure I don't snag the poor little bugger. And if I do snag it, if it's a male, I'll be extra careful. That's all I need. It's stung by a venomous platypus. Pretty cool actually, I've never seen one in the wild before. It's a little bit exciting. I wasn't quick enough to get my phone out. Keep my eye out though if I see it again somewhere else. I don't know if it'll be the same one I saw before, or if it's if there's a couple in here. If anyone's a local that knows this river, maybe you could let me know. Tell me how many you think there might be in here. So you can see what I'm doing is I'm casting upstream and letting the water just bring it back towards me. A little bit of a reel in to keep it a bit tight. Just in the hope that something's sitting there waiting to feed. Something that's not a platypus, of course. We don't want that. This doesn't look like anything a platypus would eat, I don't think, so probably be alright. I do know sometimes people catch turtles by accident and let them go pretty quick. Oh, looks like I found myself a snag. Nope, it's out again. That was good. Didn't feel like having to re-rig everything again. Okay guys, I found a fresh wombat hole. Well, kind of fresh, but there's a lot of dirt dug up here, so I'd say he's either fresh or he's been expanding. And it's interesting because there might be a family here. There's a little camera just here where people have been watching it at night time, which I think is pretty exciting. So somewhere someone's doing some studies, and I think that's fantastic. So we won't disturb any of that. We'll just walk up a tiny bit more so that we're not disturbing the old bugger while he's having a sleep. You can see how far down I've come. I've walked a very long way. I'm not sure exactly how far, but I just know it's a long way. So I'll know when I'm going back, that's for sure. So I'm still pretty close to the wombat hole. I'm just casting a little bit across these few little bits of light and shadow that's just here. Seeing if, as I do that, my lure might flicker in the light from shade to light, shade to light. They might get the attention of something or other. If not, I'll move on a bit further. Keep an eye on the time, 2 o'clock. Probably take me an hour to walk back to the car, but that's okay. So you can see I've just hit the edge of that shadow over there. And I'm going to come back across these little bits of shade from the trees here as well. We'll see how we go. I'm giving a little bit of a tweak, and then I'm stopping and letting it sink because it's quite deep just here, I've noticed. And in this sunlight, that might be where the fish are hiding, is down nice and low. Could be wrong. A little banana shock grub. Have to move up for this one so I don't get caught in all these trees here. A bit closer to old mate wombat. Probably shouldn't assume it's a guy, could be a girl. You don't usually see wombats in the daytime. You usually only see them in the day if they're a bit sick or something. Or maybe if you disturb them. But in the day they're usually having a snooze, getting ready for the night ahead of dodging trucks and cars. This one's a long way from the road, so hopefully they don't have to dodge too much out here. Very nice, quiet little area. Don't know how far wombats can travel in one night. No idea. Hopefully not near the road. That could be an interesting cast. I cast on the other side of these things sticking up here. That's obviously under the water, a very large branch coming up with a couple coming off it. And yep, I thought I'd get caught on that, and I did. So I'll let the line back out again, rather than yank on it and get it dug deeper into the tree. And I might walk back up around there and see if I can give it a gentle tug from over there on a different angle. I found a really nice little pool of water just here, and I've just been flicking my line in there. I've changed across to the striped tiger nymph in the white pearl, I think they call it. I'm just sort of dropping on the other edge, the other side of the pool, and just pulling it back a little bit at a time, letting it sink. I hope something's living down there and it picks it up. I've had another look at the map, and that house I saw, people would probably be living in there, so hopefully they don't come out here yelling at me to get off their property, because I don't want to have that discussion with them. Having said that, unless I actually look over here, they're not going to know I'm here. Got a beautiful little creek little thing running down over the rocks and things down here in their backyard. It's absolutely beautiful. There's a couple other houses over the top over there, and I think there's one just down through over there as well. So if any of you do find your way up here at all, please be respectful and keep your noise down, and don't go leaving anything laying around either. If you bring something to eat or a drink with you, make sure you take your rubbish home. Because each time you leave a bit of crap behind, you make it harder for the rest of us. Well guys, I'm still just hiking out of here, and I just found myself a chair. Might be able to take a seat. Interesting that it's got itself wedged in that tree there, isn't it? Not a very good looking chair either. I would have wanted a nicer one, if that had been me. Maybe that's why they threw it out. I can't actually get to it properly, so I can't pull it out of there and take it home and get rid of it properly, but it just shows you what the flood brings down when the water rises. I don't think I'm even halfway out of this place yet. I've still got a long way to go yet. Probably doesn't help that I stop every couple of minutes and throw a line in. Love to get to the other side of this, but yeah, a little bit cold in that water, and it's a bit deep in the middle too, so I won't be doing that. I'd love to get over there and work the other side of it. Might leave that for another day. Come back another day and work my way down it. Maybe I can get the boss to give me more days off. Just walking over all these river stones and rocks. Get a bit closer to the water again. Doesn't matter if I walk close to the water now, because I'm on the way back and I'm walking upstream as well, so I won't throw it in there. It's a bit hard running. Definitely not going to throw it in here. That's pretty gross. I was thinking earlier, I almost twisted my ankle. I was thinking, what would have happened if I had? That would have been interesting. You do get phone reception in some places here, but not too much. If I really get busted up and broken down, I do have my emergency beacon in my bag, so I'll use that if I have to. I also know that people know where I am too, which is important, so if I don't return by dark, I'm sure they'll start to worry and come looking. Maybe. Or they might just take the opportunity to go, yay. Found a nice little beach. Look at this. We come down here in summer and go a bit of a splash. There's beautiful sand here and everything. Pretty sure it won't be salt water though. A little bit of a slightly calmer section in between the sort of rapidy section up there and the rapidy section that was further down there. I'm standing in the shade and I hope that I won't be seen, but I haven't had any nibbles at all today, so there might not be anything floating around. I've changed my lure a few times as well, but it doesn't seem to be helping. Might have to come down here with some worms or something. I'll move on a little bit further. Slightly faster water here, I'll give that a shot. Haven't seen another platypus either. Another really nice little place just here to stop on the way back. And as yet I have still not seen anywhere where I'd be able to cross this river. Safely, anyway. I'd obviously have to get wet no matter which way I went, but no safe places to cross. The only way I can think of is to go right back up to the bridge, cross over, and then come back down again, which obviously I'm not going to do today, but another time, maybe. Move on again. You all thought I was going to fall in then. When you stare into the sun for a bit, there you go. Maybe put your sunglasses on. Still no sign of Mr. or Miss Platypus. What is the plural of platypus? Is it platypuses, platypus, or platypus? I wonder. I might have to look that up later. And what's the collective noun for a platypus? If you get a few of them together, what do they call those? It wouldn't be a herd. Well, no, it wouldn't be a flock. wonder if it'd be a litter or a pack. Might be a litter of babies. Who knows? Oh, I've got to get back over here now without getting too wet. So I can go back to somewhere I came in. On the sand. Here we go. That one. Hey, sorry guys. Sorry to disappoint. I see someone else has been down here today. They're all their footprints. Yep, definitely not my prints. So I guess I haven't been down here. Not this section. I think I walked past it. One more and then we move on a bit further. So picturesque down here. You see the hills up here and just absolutely beautiful. There we go. Alright, moving on. Not too much further to go. There's my car up over there. Looks like it might be another. Oh no, I thought it might have been another car there, but it's just the sun shining off mine. Kind of glad I came down this way now. I was originally planning to go the opposite direction, but when I got here there was some bloke there with his whippersnipper. He's just cutting all the long grass and stuff back on the other side of the road, and I didn't want to get in his way, so I came this way. But because I went this way, I saw a platypus or two. Saw platypi, platypuses, platypussies, platypussies. Not sure. Almost back at the bridge, up through there. Can't half hear me coming a mile away.